A new law comes into force across England today which bans under-18s from getting Botox-style injections or dermal lip fillers for cosmetic reasons. It follows years of campaigning to regulate the non-surgical beauty industry. But there are warnings that changes don't go far enough, as our health correspondent Anna Collinson reports.
I just saw this look on her face of panic and my heart started racing and I could feel blood just trickling down the side of my face.
Laura was offered a cheap filler treatment to plump up her lips, but the practitioner accidentally punctured an artery.
My lip was massive, it was black, particularly underneath it. The inside of my lip had just filled with blood. I almost nearly passed out, the shock of seeing the state of my face.
Complications like this need to be dealt with quickly to prevent more serious possible problems like blindness. But Laura says her practitioner panicked and didn't know what to do.
Many practitioners, including ones at this clinic, adhere to strict safety guidelines. But due to a lack of regulation in the non-surgical beauty industry, effectively anyone can carry out potentially dangerous treatments. From today, there will be more protection, but only for some.
Frown for me again, yeah, really angry.
It's now illegal for under-18s to receive Botox-style injections or dermal fillers in England for non-medical reasons.
Just lift your brows all the way.
Though the ban doesn't cover other invasive procedures, like thread lifts. This clinic only treats patients over 21.
It was absolutely long overdue. For purely cosmetic treatments, really, you don't really need anything when you're so young, so it would be unnecessary. It would be a waste of time, a waste of money. Feeling okay? Good. Okay, brilliant.
Latest figures estimate around 70,000 of these treatments are carried out on under-18s per year. Now, anyone caught administering to this age group could go to prison. Updates on possible legislation in Wales and Scotland are expected in the near future, while Northern Ireland has no current plans.
One of the helpful things about this bill is it fits into an existing licensing provision for example, sunbeds or tattoo parlours. So the enforcement will be the same through local authorities and through the police. So there's established provisions which will mean that it's quite easy to get up and go and enforce.
Young women believe demand for these treatments are down to constant pressure to look a certain way.
I see it so much with my friends that they kind of have these expectations of themselves and are so critical of themselves, which I think like 100% comes from social media.
It's definitely hard to tell which photos are edited and which ones aren't. And then you get a really unrealistic body image.
So I'm 20, I have friends who have had filler and Botox in the past and they've become addicted to getting it done. They're never really satisfied with the outcomes and they're always looking for more.
The law change is a huge achievement for those who've been calling for regulation for 7 years.
This feels like a really important first step, but the industry has still got such a long way to go.
The fact that these treatments can be done by anyone with no training or no experience, they can purchase their products over the internet, and insurance is a huge thing for us. We really want to make it a legal requirement.
But anyone over 18 remains as vulnerable as ever, like Laura, who's too scared to get the bump in her lip fixed, but is also grateful it didn't turn out worse. Anna Collinson, BBC News.